You might remember a couple days ago, all these pallets were sitting out front. So I'm going to take him back. I want to show you something really cool. Hey, a quick shout out. The guys over at the Fullerton Barbershop, they're awesome. Bob's the owner. I met with them today. We were talking and don't have a whole lot of hair, but they did a great job. They wanted to see more in-depth video of the pavers and some information about the pavers. So here you go, guys. Again, Robert at the Fullerton Barbershop. He's awesome. And so are the other guys. They specifically asked me about this. So this one's for you. So we just demoed this out today. This is an old concrete pool deck. And check out the foot imprint of the broken skimmer and where the water was going for looks like years. I mean, literally all the way out here, all the way around where the patio cover post is, and then all the way back around here. This is a nightmare. And can you imagine not knowing how much water you're wasting over years? So another good reason why you should look at pavers. Pavers come with a lifetime guarantee. You can see sometimes when things start moving around. And when I shot the earlier video today, the concrete had lifted up just a little bit and it had settled right over through here. This whole thing was down, and the dirt is down. It's down about 3 inches from the dirt over here. So it had definitely affected it. Know what you're doing, get the right product, put interlocking pavers in, so if you have a problem, you can take it apart, fix it, and put it back together again. Can you fix that concrete? I don't think so. I know you can't. And then check this out. They built the wall right on top of the concrete, which is right over and through here. That's all sitting on top of the concrete. The planter was obviously a second thought, but as we start breaking things out, this whole wall now has to be changed out. So we're going to change it, lower it, run the pavers now to the wall on the far right hand side. That'll be taken care of. The pavers over here by the step, this whole step has to be changed because it's falling over here, and that's an existing problem. They didn't build the step right over here. They didn't put a footer underneath. There's concrete under there, but it's not the proper footer. You have to build it right. If you don't build it right, why'd you build it in the first place? So I'm going to try and splice in a couple different points, but do you remember a couple days ago, actually it was Friday last week, I posted a video where the skimmer was leaking and this whole area all the way through here was just drenched from probably a year or two of the skimmer leaking. And then the steps are falling apart. I call this stage the ugly stage. We're at that point where there's stones around, there's dust, there's dirt, and it's kind of in that weird point where they're fixing things and getting ready to finish everything up. But not before we put in the proper drainage all the way around the pool, rebuilt the steps, put a step light underneath. These lights are from Site 1. They quickly disconnect. They have a magnet underneath. So if anything ever goes wrong, the homeowner can take it out, take it to Site 1 or call me. I'll run down there. I'll go pick up another light for them, and then we'll get it taken care of. If you remember in the last video, the steps were not properly built. They didn't have the concrete underneath. They were shallow and they were falling apart with the movement. And these are all properly built. This is the Belgard stones with the Toscana bullnose. They're 6 inches wide, 12 inches deep, so 6 by 12. They're set in wet set with thin set, and I had a fly chasing me and then a bee, sorry. This is perfect. The crew left this for me. I did not set this up. But if you look at the bubble, that's even, it's straight, and it's perfect. The last step was not. It had problems. So if you don't take the proper steps to make the steps right, to make the elevation right, the drainage right, you're going to have problems. Check out all these cuts. They're perfect. And then they put the bullnose right next to the border stones for the step. And then each of the border stones are properly cut all the way through so that everything matches. But yes, they're not properly set yet with the sand. That's the final step. So the reason why you want a paver stone system is that The entire system can bend and flex. Each one of these stones are not set in concrete, only the border stones. The border stones are set in concrete so that they don't move. The rest are set in sand. The sand allows for the stones to bend and flex during an earthquake, and let me tell you, Yorba Linda has a fault line, and this is why you want it. The stones are the Belgard Montecito stones. It's a 6-piece combination all the way around. The color is Montecito. This is more of a premium color. It has more of a pure white sand in it. So this is a small piece from Belgard, the Belgard Catalina Grana. Each one of the stones has spacer bars on it, which means that when you lock them down into the sand down below and sand on top, the stones are perfectly gapped with these spacer bars that are manufactured into it, and then it's a smooth surface, and it's also a non-skid surface, wet or dry. So you're not going to have to worry about slipping and falling unless you're clumsy like me. See? Yep. Have the knee problem. Oh, sorry. 2 knee problems. Anyway, this is built properly. Take the time to do it right. Paver stones, lifetime guarantee, and typically 2 years on the workmanship. Some companies offer more, some companies offer less. But however the system is installed, if it's done properly, you'll never call them back. You won't have a problem. But you'll know within the first year on a normal paver stone system if there's going to be a problem. So research, look around, pour concrete, you will have problems. Concrete cracks or breaks. Anyway, if you have any questions, please go into the comment section. Open it up, send me a message. I'll then respond to it. Also, if you like me, press like and press subscribe and share with friends. Anyway, Dave Pratt, probably 20 years now. Pretty amazing. Raised a lot of kids doing this. Anyway, I'm out.